What am I doing?
You're already recording.
Oh.
Alright, this is my buddy here, Sullivan. He's a regular to the Wasteland.
Hi, Jim. Hi, YouTube customers.
He's the guy who made Book of the Dead.
And Kandarian Dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that thing.
And this is the guy who's a prolific stop-motion animator, and you should see his films. They're amazing. I encouraged him for years, and he just shines like a jewel on fire.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Well, let's put gasoline on.
Yeah, put gasoline on your jewels, light them ablaze. That's this guy, right there. Walking pyrotechnic of stop-motion animation. And we're here in my museum at Cinema Wasteland, and it's the year 2042. We're from the future. Humankind is all but destroyed. We're the last two humans left. We must face an uncertain future together. And we don't really like each other, so it's difficult. We can understand the inherent conflict. Yeah. So we both like stop motion, so we're hoping that the future society can be built on a love and trust and faith in stop motion animation, and stop making those god-awful digital movies. How much more Sci-Fi Channel crap do we need? We don't need it.
Aye, there.
Destroyed Earth in the first place. Crappy digital. Now, I like ILM and, Weta, those guys are great, but everybody else, and digital names, Pixar, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Pixar. But there's some of those people who have ruined it for everybody. It's a shame.
Yeah.
And fans are old-fashioned. They want Ray Harryhausen, Willis O'Brien, Jim Danforth, David Allen. Holy cow, the list goes on with these amazing guys. So there we are, at the end of the world. I'm hungry.
A little extra. Let's start with this guy right here.
Okay. This right here is a stop-motion puppet from, this is the Flying Deadite from the end of Evil Dead 2. It's made on a ball and socket armature covered with foam rubber. I sculpted it. The head's made out of Super Sculpey. And it actually has little screws, hex head screws embedded in the back, and a little wire, fish line, micro monofilament, went under little grooves in the head to various portions underneath the skin, so that I could animate by inserting a little Allen wrench and turning it slightly, and it would raise and lower the little expressions, and it could raise and lower its eyebrows, and raise the corner of its mouth and frown. And so it had those 6 movements, and if you look carefully at the sequence, there's like a side shot of the Flying Deadite, and it's kind of like that position down there. And you can actually, in between a wing flap, you can actually see it smile. But that's the only time I had the opportunity to actually use it. And this is made out of ball and socket armatures, so you can bend them in any position. It was sculpted in clay, and then the clay was a mold was made, a clay was removed, and then we injected it with foam rubber. In some areas, the foam rubber had some bubbles, so I filled it in with cotton balls. But that works. Had big red wings, but they melted years ago, and that's that one. Here is the original Book of the Dead from Evil Dead.
Wow.
So I drew all these. It's very, very old. Older than me, which is very, physically impossible. So it makes it that much more interesting. And anyway, there's that thing.
All right.
Fun ones. This is the necklace from Evil Dead 2 in the second box I made for Evil Dead. They lost the first box of necklace almost immediately, so I had to paint a new one, and it's a little bit different. So if you look at the movie carefully in the Bruce and Linda romance scene, you can see the box just change a little bit. Let's see. These are some of the masks over here. This is one of Shelley's masks after she's been burnt in the fire in Evil Dead. Here's Ellen's mask. She was Cheryl. This is one of her masks. This is with the goiter before she gets the shotgun blast. It's this side of the face. Here's her awful gloves. This is Scotty's mask. Scotty turned into a dog because he betrayed his friend, so he gets that thing. Here's his broken wrist. It's turkey bone that I turned into a little arm prosthetic there. This is a Cheryl mask that was worn by fake Shemp Ted Raimi, who was, I think, 15 at the time. Now he's a big Hollywood star, and he wore that for one shot. It's almost impossible to find it, but it's actually in there. Arms are bursting out of his stomach when that happens. And here's another
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
another fake Shemp Shelley mask.
DVD.
Let's see, here's the tongue that whips out of the Book of the Dead and Cheryl's disintegrating body at the end of Evil Dead. Let's see, here's the book from beginning of Evil Dead 2. It comes in out of the fog. It was written by the Dark Ones, the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. And as soon as it stops, I change to this one right here. And where that had the skin cover on it, it undulates and opens its mouth, and we zoom into the mouth. And then these ghosts, these stop-motion puppets here, which are made with super sculpey over aluminum wire. Now, they'll wire bends like 8 or 9 times before it breaks, so it's not the greatest material for a stop-motion puppet if you're making a feature film. But these were for one shot and very brief ones, and so they've held up pretty good. I'm real careful with them. But these two ghosts, and then these ghosts over here as well. This is the Kandarian dagger from Evil Dead 2. Now I refurbished it. Had seen better days, but I fixed it all up and it looks really nice. Bruce Campbell's hand from Within the Woods, a little short film we made to raise money for it. And here's the leg from Evil Dead. This is Betsy Baker's leg. Like
the pencil
in
scene.
the ankle.
Oh, I hate that part.
Here's some of the gloves that I wore on Evil Dead for the finale. That's me bursting hands out of people at the very end, throwing guts everywhere.
Oh, cool.
And chicken bones and turkey balls, turkey bones, and over Playtex living gloves. How's that?
That's cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tom does really amazing artwork.
Thank you.
Very amazing.
A lot of H.P. Lovecraft stuff, and dinosaurs. Love dinosaurs. And even some normal things, No sea monster, no ghouls,
Yeah.
undead. Here's a nice Dracula. Like that.
Will you sign this thing I stole in the hallway?
No.
Don't tell anyone.
Put it back.
Oh, I have to put it back?
Yes. Bad boy.
We should get that for Dad.
Yeah.
He would crack off.
So it's pretty amazing to be me, as you can see. Why aren't I rich?